Just how bad is this fuel shortage then in France? It seems to have been building over weeks now.
Yes, it's been a struggle for weeks, but really a lot of struggle since last Friday, because this is when the situation became difficult. The latest number, 31% of gas stations in France as of today are running dry, and the situation is even more difficult in the Paris region. In the north of France, you've got about 45% of gas stations missing at least one type of fuel. So you can imagine the anger, the frustration, the queues at 3 a.m. in the morning, people waiting to fill their tanks. Some regions have put in place some measures, including rationing, including priority also for emergency vehicles. So the current situation is that 3 out of 6 refineries in France have been on strikes for 2 weeks, and a 4th refinery from Western France, which wasn't on strike until today, is actually joining the movement today. So the situation could get worse, and they are asking for 10% pay rise. There's been some salary negotiations already with ExxonMobil. They managed to get 6% pay rise, but the CGT, more radical union, says they want more.
OK, so that's where we've got to. How has the government responded, and how difficult has the situation become for President Macron?
So the government initially responded by releasing the strategic reserve. So this can last for up to 90 days, 1 month and a half, but they have already been released for a few days. And then last night, the Prime Minister, Elisabeth Borne, that you can see on these pictures, actually went a step further. She called to requisition key staff, key personnel at some ExxonMobil refineries. This is actually a legal mechanism that the government can action when there is a very severe disruption to public service. The last time it was used was in 2010 for those same refineries workers who were on strike at the time under President Nicolas Sarkozy due to the pension reform. But clearly this is the last thing that President Emmanuel Macron wants right now, at a time of energy crisis, cost of living crisis, and at a time when the government is trying to pass the budget in the parliament, where Macron doesn't have a majority.